Good evening. As the principal of Floyd E. Kellum High School, I am very proud to be officiating this ceremony for the graduating class of 2023. Faculty and staff, you may be seated. Guests, you may be seated as well. This year, as in the past, our graduates have been joined by members of the Kellum High School faculty. The presence of the faculty is a symbol of the respect for our graduates, adding both meaning and decorum. Faculty processional will be led by 2023 Teacher of the Year, Ms. Laura Peters, and the 2024 Teacher of the Year, Ms. Cameron Baker. Mr. Cameron Baker. Our processional of graduates will be led by Kellum High School's SCA President, Ainsley Shoebridge, who will be carrying the senior flag. At this time, please stand for the procession of the Floyd E. Kellum High School 59th graduating class, the class of 2023, and remain standing following the procession.
Good evening. Please remain standing for the national anthem, which will be sung by Kellam High School's Nightingales, conducted by Carl Capone.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. You may be seated. Good evening. I am Ainsley Shoebridge, Kellam High School's SEA president, and I would like to welcome Dr. Spence, senior leadership, school board members, faculty and staff, candidates for graduation, and all of our honored guests in the audience to Floyd E. Kellam's 59th commencement exercise. Joining us on stage to help our graduates are Dr. Aaron Spence, Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Don Robertson, Chief of Staff, Mr. Matt Delaney, Chief of Schools, and Dr. Walter Brower, Senior Executive Director of High Schools, and Dr. Kip Rogers, Chief Academic Officer. Also with us today are school board members, Chairwoman Trenae Spriggs and Miss Beverly Anderson. Thank you for joining us on this special occasion. Your dedication to education across the division is apparent through your participation in our ceremony. It is now my pleasure to invite Riley Winston, Senior Class President, to the podium.
As kids, we grew up with the number 2023 representing us, a reminder of our adolescence counting us down to adulthood. That's so far away, we'd say, until you're sitting at high school graduation, reminiscing on days of innocence and happiness and waking up to caps and gowns. Families, friends, and staff, thank you all so much for being here today to celebrate with us. To my amazing family, thank you for always being by my side. And to my fellow classmates, it has been my honor to serve as your class president for the past 3 years. I have truly enjoyed every second of it. Despite what anyone may say, being in high school was not easy. Many of us felt the heat, particularly in our junior and senior years, of choosing what we wanted to do with our futures. Whether that be touring colleges all summer long, talking to a military recruiter, or deciding the career we wanted to take on, it all came running at us quickly, and being scared of the unknown became more real than ever. How many of us are really ready to make a decision on what we may want to do for the rest of our lives? I don't think I am, but I don't think I'm alone. None of us have it all figured out, and that is perfectly fine. The best we can hope for is that we are pointed in the direction of some goal, and we enjoy the trip along the way there. We may change directions a few times, and we may take our time, but as long as we are still reaching for that goal and loving the journey, then we are on the right track. Today is not about our futures. Today is about celebrating the path behind you. Look over your shoulder and celebrate everything you have accomplished to get to where you are sitting right now. You are about to receive your high school diploma. You worked hard for it. High school is not easy. You deserve to celebrate. You have made it this far, and you are nothing short of amazing. I'm so beyond proud of each and every one of you, and I know you will continue to blossom throughout your life. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Thank you, Riley. Dr. Spence, Dr. Robertson, Mr. Delaney, Dr. Brower, Dr. Rogers, Chairman Riggs, Ms. Anderson, faculty, staff, guests, and family. Thank you for joining us for our very special occasion. I would also like to add a special welcome to extended family members and our deployed servicemen and women who are watching from around the world via our live webcast. We are grateful for your support and dedicated service to our country, and we are pleased that you are able to join us today. Many of our students have endured challenges along the way to this big day, some as arduous as losing a parent or family member in the line of duty. In fact, among us, our students here today, we have seniors who are part of the Gold Star families, meaning their parents died while on active duty serving our country. Additionally, there are others who are not with us today to celebrate this momentous occasion. Please join me in a moment of silence as we honor their contributions and sacrifices that have made today's celebration possible. Thank you. This evening of celebration belongs to every member of the class of 2023, to their parents, families, and to our outstanding faculty and staff. The 486 students graduating today of the class of 2023 is exemplary in many regards. They have distinguished themselves through scholarship, student activities, athletics, leadership, and community service. Evidence of their commitment to education is shown through the fact that our senior class was offered over $11.6 million in scholarships and accepted close to $7 million. Beyond the scholarships offered, I would like to recognize that 380, or over 3/4 of this senior class, have earned the status of honor graduate, earning a 3.0 grade point average or higher. These students are wearing gold stoles to signify their achievement. A listing of our honor graduates and their awarded designation is included in your program. Of those honor graduates, we have 105 seniors who have been awarded the designation of summa cum laude with a GPA of 4.0 or higher. These students are wearing gold cords. Students, please stand and be recognized. "94 seniors have been awarded the designation of magna cum laude with a GPA of 3.76 to 3.99. Please stand and be recognized. "75 seniors have earned the designation of cum laude with a GPA of 3.5 to 3.75. Would those students please stand? And 106 students earned a GPA of 3.0 to 3.49. Would you please stand? Thank you. Leading this group of amazing students with the highest GPA in the class is Abigail Williams with a GPA of 4.6920. Abby will continue her post-secondary education at Colgate University, where she also plans to play field hockey. Abby has earned the Virginia Board of Education Excellence in Science seal with her successful completion of the Environmental Studies program at the Brock Center. Additionally, Abby's a published author with her article entitled "The Connectivity of the Arctic Krill." I'd now like to introduce Abigail Williams to address the class.
Good evening, graduates, faculty, family, and friends. Kellam Class of 2023. By the end of the night, each of us will be handed a fresh start and a ticket into a world with no predetermined paths. Thus far, our lives have been largely two-dimensional, as we have been guided for the past 13 years by teachers, family members, and mentors of all sorts down a track of linear progression which comes to a close at this moment. While many of us face anxieties about growing up or stepping into a three-dimensional world of unknown, we never truly need to fear failure again. The idea of failure implies that life moves in only two directions, forwards for success and backwards for failure. But as the guardrails go down and we are being given the freedom to move in any direction, we will no longer be constrained by the expectation of conventional progress. While this does open us up to an inevitable stream of challenges, we have the independence to face these obstacles in any way, using our best judgment and the skills we have acquired from our education. As we begin the next chapter of our lives, I urge you all to remember the distinction between what you do and who you are. While we often confuse the two, their difference is important. No matter the extravagance of an accomplishment, the things we do can always be reduced to a piece of paper. On the other hand, our identity is comprised of intangible complexities that are unique and much more valuable. In a materialistic society with growing shortcuts and rapid change, I caution you all against losing sight of who you are in the midst of chasing what you do. Know yourself, know your priorities, and know your bounds of compromise. For anyone here tonight who needs to hear this, you are enough. You always have been, and you always will be. Graduates, life is not a race, it is a gift. The presence of pressures is unavoidable, but take care of yourself and make sure they are not coming from your own head. At the end of the day, accolades do not outweigh integrity. No one gets to define what success looks like for you. As I look out into the faces of my peers one final time, I see individuals ready to follow their passions and be guided by their moral compasses to bigger and brighter places. I wish all of you the best of luck and leave you with this parting message. It does not matter what you do or who you become, as long as you are someone you can be proud of. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Abby, for those inspiring words. In addition to academic honors, this class has been a part of many district, regional, and state VHSL championships and sportsmanship awards, including Kellam's first boys soccer title in school history. They have earned recognition and honors for our Fine and Performing Arts program and Student Council Association, earned industry certifications in technical electives, and completed thousands of community service hours. Would all students involved in athletics, activities, fine or performing arts, or who have earned an industry certification, or who have given back to the community through volunteering services, please stand. You may be seated. I would also now like to ask for all members of the Kellam faculty and staff to please stand. You have invested a great many hours of service to our students. You have led by example and served as role models, mentors, and advisors. You have taught with passion and persistence. You have supported each and every one of our graduates over their years of education. You have gone above and beyond the call of duty. No matter how daunting the challenge, you are truly superheroes. Audience, please join me in the class of 2023 in giving these fine educators a well-deserved round of applause. I would also like to recognize our feeder schools, which are Prentice Ann Middle School, Lansdowne Middle School, and the following elementary schools: Creeds, Christopher Farms, North Landing, Princess Anne, Red Mill, Strawbridge, and Three Oaks. The partnership with our feeder schools reminds us that our graduates are a product of kindergarten through 12th grade continuum, committed to offering the best education to our students. And now, with the parents and grandparents of our graduates, please stand to be honored. We honor you for your years of encouragement and love, which has made this graduation possible. Faculty, staff, and guests, please join me again in the class of 2023 in honoring their parents and grandparents. Each year, we continue the tradition of honoring the most outstanding seniors as selected by our faculty by presenting them with a Kellum Medallion. These students were presented their medallions by faculty members at our senior awards ceremony. The Kellum Medallion is presented to those members of the graduating class who, through exemplary leadership in academics, activities, and/or athletics, bring honor and distinction to the school, and who, through their daily example among staff and students, have been models of good citizenship. When I call your name, please stand and remain standing until all names have been called. Please hold your applause until all medallion recipients have been recognized. This year's Kellum Medallion recipients are Nathan Ballou, Dara Insman, Lily Hoffman, Isabel Fedorov, Kendall Lewis, Kendall Mariano, El Achave, Charlotte Scalzi, Ainsley Shoebridge, Mia Suero, Rihanna Thompson, and Sarah Tyree Herman. Congratulations to these recipients. You may be seated. Class of 2023, it has been my distinct honor to serve as your principal for the past 4 years. As I think about our theme this year, yesterday, today, tomorrow, united as one, I am reminded of our first year together, navigating new experiences as freshmen and a new principal. Oh, and a global pandemic. What could go wrong? Fast forward to today, I am truly inspired by your resilience. To have overcome so much on your journey to this day, you should be extremely proud. But we are not done yet. There is still much to accomplish, and with the same grit and determination that got you this far, you give me great hope of things to come tomorrow and into the future. I hope that you have come to realize how vital those around you are to your success. We cannot do it alone. Know that as a Knight, you will always have a support system to lean on, and we will be rooting for you as you go on to do amazing things. The time is upon us to present the class of 2023 with their diplomas. I ask that all persons who are assisting please take their places. While preparations are being made, I'd like to introduce those assisting on stage as they take their places. Assistant Principal Dr. Dana Cho, Mr. Andy Filipowicz, Ms. Angelita Isom, and Ms. Jen Lands. Also assisting with the diploma ceremony is our senior class sponsor, Ms. Thalia Sereno. The honor of receiving the first diploma goes to the student with the highest grade point average, followed by the senior class president and the SCA president. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I ask for your cooperation as each name is read. Polite applause is welcome, but please allow the next name to be read and heard by parents and guests in the audience.
Abigail Casey Williams. Riley Christine Winston. Ainsley Shoebridge. Ryan Philip Ahmet. Garrett Charles Abercrombie. Holden Michael Aboud. Grace Elizabeth Adderholt. Amberly Grace Ailstock. Mark William Alberillo. Presley Page Albert. Connor William Allen. Benjamin Eric Andrews. Denise Michelle Angelova. Lauren Castillo Antonio. Joji Araki. Alyssa Lynn Arbino. Felipe Chivas Ariano. Caitlin Madison Arnold. Francesca Damari Ashburn. Emma Grace Ashworth. Reagan Elizabeth Askew. Tristan David Bear. Makari Jameer Baisden. Maura Isabel Baker. Nathan Andrew Ballou. Sarah Margaret Bannum. Mackenzie Doxy Bartoff. Bryston Duke Bass. Jacob Alexander Batson. Stephen Marshall Beachy. Madison Gale Beal. Charlotte Grace Bergren. Kristen Abby Bernal. Zoe Elizabeth Bilger. Diego Miguel Billington. Evan Wade Blizzard. Morgan Dakota Blonsky. Jamel Elise Blythe. Isaac Thomas Bobrowitz. Willa Thelma Bobrowitz.
Cole James Bomer. Braden Stephen Boggs. Shallon Faith Bolin. Chase Aaron Bonnewell. Hunter John Bowers. Andrew Elliott Boyer. Joseph August Brancasi. Caleb Troy Bridges. John Patrick Brindisi. Cassidy Elizabeth Brinson. Emma Nicole Brookover. Daisy Ayana Brooks. Midori Catherine Brown. Samuel Kirby Brown. Ethan James Bruce. Connor Jacob Bruckner. Kalia Mahal Buenavista. Mia Gabriela Bueno. Lauren Allison Bullock. Jason Andrew Burford. Aiden Christopher Burke. Sean Michael Burke. Merrick James Burkett. Emma Marguerite Burnett. Abigail Rosalia Burnham. Drake Christopher Burns. Jocelyn Burnside. Lainey Marie Button. Joseph Adam Camilio. Matthew Thomas Campbell. Aiden Selby Campbell. Taylor Marie Carlson. Reagan Marie Carson. Carter Paul Cassidy. Aiden Robert Cass. Kylie Ray Cass. Kenneth Catalano.
Aiden Alexander Cateau. Zachary Peter Sinicola. Ayana May Chappell. Shaylin Ann Chappell. Owen Thomas Cherry. John Nicholas Churko. Gabriel Jason Christian. Tyrus Lee Christian. Jessica Nicole Chrisman. Joshua Michael Silla. Cameron Moss Clark. Connor Matthew Coffey. Callista Paris Cohen. Madeline Renee Coleman. Jesse Raymond Cook. Meadow Angeli Cortazzo. Riley Lane Cotton. Reagan Marie Cox. Zoe Kennedy Creary. Aiden William Crow. Anna Michelle Crusenberry. Ryan James Cusick. Emily Nicole Dialba. Thomas Francis Daly. Josiah Mackay Davenport. Bailey Marie Davis. Kai Robert Davis. Beatrice de Bernardine Stadouan. Leonardo Alfredo Di Cesare. Margie Kathleen DeCoster. James Thomas Dayton. Gianna Jude Delavan. Joseph Robert Delp. Haley Angelina DeLuca. Eli Charles Dempster. Connor Aiden DeWitt. Nolan Thomas Dibbs. Cody James Dickerson. Nicholas Lee Dizell. Jack Nicholas DeGuido. Jack Michael DiMaggio. Amelia Madeline Densmore. Caitlin Nicole Dixon. Hannah Grace Dreelan.
Allie Douglas Delaney. Reagan Thomas Zekin. Catherine Eden Eggy. Olivia Nile Elaltar. Vaughn Alexander Elizondo. Cole Stephen Ensman. Dara Kathleen Ensman. Aiden Keith Epling. Travis Chase Irwin. Jared Alexander Everidge. Carmen Sierra Everett. Leonardo Andres Fallardo. Ibunulua Fakunmoji. Isabel Gray Fedroff. Olivia Ray Ferguson. Matthew Elijah Fernandez. Colin Michael Fickle. Amy Grace Fitzpatrick. Alexander John Fleming. Jake William Flynn. Luke Patrick Ford. Madison Riley Foster. Jessica Marie Frampton. Sarah Elizabeth Frampton. Zachary Earl Frampton. Cameron Lee Frank. Claire Elizabeth Frazier. Cassandra Sidney Frew. Dominic Anthony Galena. Ava Nicole Gallo. Brandon Garces. Matthew Thomas Gardner. Kaylee Elizabeth Garofalo. Marissa Lynette Jakowski. Presley Christina Gendro. Logan Grady Gentry. Wyatt St. John Gibson. Abigail Elizabeth Gilbert. Robert William Gill. Jamison Nora Gilmore. Abigail Isabella Girardi. Haley Ann Jafra. Chloe Elizabeth Junta. Cole Philip Glocker.
Janessa Myra L'Oreal Gonzalez. Natalie Elizabeth Gonzalez. Benjamin Patrick Goodman. William George Goodman. Robert Wade Grab. Dominic Quatemo Granados. Georgia Elizabeth Graziani. Samuel Hugh Griffin. Kyle Stephen Griffith. Theodore Noah Griffith. Jordan J. Grimstead. Aiden William Gronick. Kyle Meredith Warren. Matthew Scott Guevara. Gabriella Marie Guna. Lucy Corinne Hagerman. Zena Marie Hamid. Sebastian Wilhelm Heyman. Elizabeth Rose Hand. Caden Michael Hardiman. Melena Jean Harrell. Sydney Jean Harris. Barrett Tolman Harwood. Rio Bentley Hatfield. Alana Laverne Hagebrook. Aubrey Victoria Haught. Madeline Jean Haught. Jackson Todd Haynes. Aaron Dan Healy. Ian Thomas Hine. Daniel Carson Helm. Dylan Kanye Helm. Caitlin Grace Hendrickson. Hannah Elaine Hibbs. Era Charlotte Hill. Gavin Esky Hill. Grace Trinity Hill. Devin Thomas Hoke. Henry Beck Hoffman. Lily Louise Hoffman. Summer Alexandra Hoffman.
Lane Allen Hoffman. Isabella Grace Hogan. Silas Anthony Wilder Hoggard. Luke Anthony Halava. Ava Corinne Hoover. Walker Herrick Hopkins. Madison Elizabeth Havorka. Graydon Isaiah Howell. Hamilton Durang Howes. Allie Mae Irving. Matthias Rowan Iyer. Nathaniel Dominic Jarvis. Kaya Leilani Jackson. Kira Michelle Jasmine Hype. Caden Dean Jennings. Jashira Ayana Mary Johnson. Patrick Andrew Johnson. Peyton Sydney Johnson. Sadie Emma Johnston. Dylan Lee Joyner. Chase Kansko. Gabriel Aiden Kelly. Brandon Alexander Kelly. Hunter James Kenny. Olivia Renee Kern. Alexis Lee Kidd. Elena Faith Kilduff. Nicholas Emmett King. Caden Christopher Ryan Kinley. Rhett Arlington Kirkland. Kaylee Elise Kistler. Brianna Lynn Knowles. Viking Christopher Michael Kowalczyk. David Mark Krieger. Sawyer Willem Kromholtz. Joseph Dennis Kubin. Caleb Wyatt Lasovich. Audrey Elise Latta. Madison Taylor Lindsay. Kendall Michelle Lewis. Molly Aaron Lichty. Kenneth Thomas Lloyd.
Dylan David Gage Love. Bryce Andrew Lovell. Emerson Bly Lucero. Elena Shea McCachran. Philip John Machado. Daniel Allen Maitland. Morgan John Makovic. Caleb James Mann. Anjali Manahar. Joseph Walter Marcel. Jackson Thomas Marcus. Kendall Joyce Bailon Mariano. Brianna Lynn Martinson. Wyatt May. Benton James McCartan. Addison Ray McGinty. Ethan Ezekiel McGrath. Christopher Patrick Tillman McGuire. Michael Robert McIntosh. Catherine Ann McJunkin. Gabriel Mark McNulty. Logan Tyler McCrandle. Landon Adam Meadows. Katie Louise Meckling. Eric Gabriel Madrano. Harrison Kai Meller. Skylar Lynn Mendenhall. Jolene Alicia Mercado. Bella Milagros Merck. Nathaniel James Metzger. John Andrew Mickley. Alana Marie Midget. Zanaya Deshelle Milford. Briar Michael Scott Miller. Jacob Kiefer Miller. Kevin Lee Miller. Ruby Elaine Milliken. Braden Joseph Monahan. Connor Alfred Monson. Kaylee Rose Monson. Anthony Lewis Maraku. Matthew Christian Motter.
Mariella Muniz. Tanner Mackenzie Murphy. Hunter Alexander Nevins. Joshua Ferralis Nevins. Vina Nguyen. Ryan Frederick Nunn. L. Cruz Ochave. River Sean Olive. Tiana Alfreda Ortega. Audrey Noel Overton. Savannah Brooke Owings. Alexander Victor Pabon. Jacob Dylan Page. Isabella Demolo Painter. Leah Christine Palmer. William James Pappas. Alexa Grace Parisi. Isaac James Para. Henna Ayay Patel. Piper Reagan Penley. Roman Vincent Perrine. Zoe Ann Camille Perry. James Lawrence Peters. Mason Jordan Peterson. Hannah Victoria Phelps. Sarah Nicole Pianin. Lindsay Marie Pearson. Hannah Estelle Pinardi. Owen Matthew Poe. Alexander Thomas Poe. Brady Owen Pollard. Abigail Ann Pond. Grace Marion Pond. Caitlin Elizabeth Porter. Jackson Philip Price. Matthew Stevenson Pritchett. George Nicholas Simas, the fourth. Hunter Reed Purnell. William Joseph Pica. Connor David Raffa. Sepp Anders Ratzlaff. Jenna Ray Reffett. Samuel Cameron Ricciardella. Adam Somjit Richards. Julia Renee Richardson.
Kylin Jama Regali. Abigail Page Riggenbaugh. McKenna Taylor Riley. Kiernan Brady Riley. Madison Ray Rischel. Soraya Leonore Rivers. Abigail Robles. Hunter Michael Roach. Ashley Noami Roque. Anna Rockmore. Peyton Abigail Rose. Ashton Nicholas Russo. Nathaniel Alexander Sansusi. Isabella Claire May Sandelier. Ryder Hewitt Sanders. Ronak Ashish Shenghavi. Cameron Elizabeth Sorelli. Charles Thomas Savino. Sue Ellen Grace Sawyer. Charlotte Marie Scalzi. Angelo Carmine Scarpula. Taylor Ann Shackle. Samuel Thomas Schenk. Madeline Marie Schmidt. Keegan Romersa Schnoop. Alexandra Martha Schwartz. Isabella Sophia Skura. Catherine Sergienko. Charlotte Joe Shuffler. Colby Douglas Sibelius. Alyssa Lynn Simon. Ava Michelle Simon. Ethan Anthony Simons. Ethan Jacob Sissamouth. Jessica Slaughter. Abigail Jean Smith. Brandon Pierce Smith. Darian Christopher Smith. Tyler Scott Smith. Paige Alessandra Snyder. Gianna Evelyn Snowden.
Alyssa Marie Spagnoli. Hunter Calvin Spain. Caitlin Delaney Spencer. Trevor Alden Spencer. Emma Faith Sprinkle. William Charles Stanley. Chemistry Renee Starks. Logan Christian Style. Nora Rose Stepnowski. Madison Virginia Stewart. Ethan Patrick Stopperich. Lillian May Scott. Carson Joseph Stretz. Colby Strickland. Taylor Lynn Sturtzman. Mia Marie Suero. Zachary Evan Swinson. Jackson Travis Swisher. Mason Wyatt Sylvester. Brandon Achilles Sirios. Lillian Irene Tang. Justin Warner Tankersley. Alexis Kaylani Tardif. Crystal Diane Tarrant. Ethan Cole Taylor. Henry Thomas Thayer. Brianna Ella Thompson. Selena Isabel Fontias Thompson. Matthew Thomas Tigret. George Patrick Taco. Dorian Joseph Tomaso. Montgomery Charles Toomer. Emily Hung Hao Tron. Grace Marie Trent. Ryan William Trent. Emma Abigail Turner. Sarah Jules Tyree Herman. Wyatt Callahan Underwood. Alexander David Valdez. Jada Brooke Vance. Michaela Ann Vaughn. Valentina Vidia Rodriguez. Emily Elizabeth Vega.
Evan Antonio Vega. Journey Sue Walker. Kendall Page Wallace. Jacob Christian Wanling. Ethan John Wankel. Ramaya Michelle Ward. Madison Roxanne Washington. Tristan Charles Webb. William Augustus Wiedertz. Anna Marie Aylin Wells. Morgan Elizabeth Margaret Whaley. Jaylyn Gabrielle White. Emma Bell Whitehurst. Jonathan Kevin Widdop. Reagan Taylor Wilkerson. Taiwan Lavelle Wilkins. Erin Catherine Wilkinson. Sarah Ella Wilkinson. Emma Williams. Sanaya Larlene Williams. Camden Wade Williamson. Austin Talbot Winborn. Douglas Whitsack. Rowan Sinclair Wolford. Adelaide Wood. Andrew William Wood. Connor Allen Workman. Benjamin Lawrence Ray. Catherine Elizabeth Wright. Emma Grace Wydra. Roger Shong. Matthew Edward Yates. Aiden Reed Yoshida. Ryan Zachman. Cody Robert Zawacki. Phoebe Feizu.
Congratulations. Members of the class of 2023, you have earned something that no one can take from you, a high school diploma. Graduates, you have a right to be proud of this great accomplishment. I know I speak for many in telling you how proud we are of each of every one of you today. You will always represent Kellam High School as a part of the legacy that has been created over what has now become the 59th graduating class. Once a knight, always a knight. After I finish the formal tassel ceremony and the conferring of diplomas, we will begin our recessional, and I ask the cooperation of all guests. When the music starts, please stand to honor our graduates and remain in place until all of our graduates have left the convention hall. Graduates, please stand. It is a distinct honor and a privilege to conduct the switching of the tassels, signifying your completion of graduation. Knights of Floyd E. Kellam High School, class of 2023, you may now turn your tassel as I confer your diplomas. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Hold on, hold on. Wait a minute. Just a little early, no worries. By the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Virginia and the School Board of the City of Virginia Beach, I declare that you have met all requirements, and I now pronounce you graduates of Floyd E. Kellam High School. There we go. Faculty, at this time, please recess to the exhibition hall. Parents, family, and guests, please stand if you are able to honor the graduates as they recess.